Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Vishal and you are looking at the weekly sectoral analysis. As the video suggests that the market is showing signs that probably a bottom out is happening. Well, let me be very clear that these are just the initial signs that probably market has hit a very important support and it might start bouncing from there. But we will need to surpass some important level to also understand that now after a bottom out, even a breakout has occurred. So to understand what is the level and how these things are happening, let's dive into the video. As usual, I'll be putting light on the monthly time frame chart. In the monthly time frame chart, you can see the trend is up. Prices are trading above both the dual moving averages and things are looking absolutely fine. In the weekly time frame chart on the right hand side over here, what we can see is that the trend is absolutely flat. RSI is also looking pretty decent. This last candle, especially this particular doji, this doji is situated, especially the real body is situated within the real body of the previous red candle. Now this actually looks pretty decent. It is not a very bullish sign, but it seems that the bulls and the bears, both of them are exhausted. You can see this is the first candle, which was a pretty big red candle. Then we saw a small effort by the bulls to bounce back. They were successful, but not that much, because you could see a upper wick and then suddenly a red candle. But this time it seems the bulls and the bears both are exhausted and there is a sign of indecision. Now this is a weekly time frame chart. In the shorter term time frame chart, what is happening is that the price was trading at the 50% retracement of this entire bull run from 16,770 to almost 19,000. You can see this 50% retracement. And this 50% retracement is also situated at a place where there's a lot of support coming in from the price itself, not just the Fibonacci. If I just try to highlight this area, then what you are able to see is this previous high. So this previous high, along with this last bounce back, which was just for short term, is enabling some sort of control by the bulls in this new bounce, which is trying to start. Now, if you look at the candles in the previous three candles, the first one is a high wave candle. It's not a very big candle, but still, nevertheless, I would say that a high wave candle forming at a place where a good amount of support is there is a really good sign. And after that, back to back, we have two hammers. Now, along with this hammer, if I turn this chart, convert this chart into a candle, into a line chart, what we can see is phenomenal. We can see a lower low in the price and we can see a higher low in RSI. So what is happening is we do have a positive divergence between the price and the RSI. So this is a sign that probably the downside momentum is waning. The momentum on the downside is getting weaker and weaker, and chances of a small bounce back is visible. Now, how small or how big can this bounce back be? Well, it depends altogether upon how many sectors will be participating on the upside. According to me, in medium term, not in short term, in medium term, if a bounce back occurs, then the first resistance could be at 18,220 and the second one is probably at 18,373 and 18,329. So once I think we have a close above this particular level, above 18,373 or 380, then probably we can say maybe there is a decent chance that we have bottomed out. All right. Now let's have a look at the Bank Nifty futures. In Bank Nifty futures, let's have a look at the weekly time frame chart. In the weekly time frame chart, I can say that the price is trading at a decent support in terms of the Fibonacci retracement. It is trading at 38.2% Fibonacci retracement, and it is also trading at a decent support. You can see this zone is supported by this price cluster over here, which was earlier a resistance. Now it is a support. So this is a role reversal at play, and again we can see in last 4 weeks price has been trading at almost the similar level. Now let's have a look at the daily time frame chart. In the daily time frame chart, what I can see is 3 hammers back to back, which is a good sign. If I convert this candlestick chart into a line chart, again we can see it's a small positive divergence, which is a good sign. It's not that great, but nevertheless it is good. And there are a couple of resistances which I think Bank Nifty futures will have to surpass. The first level is 42,756 or 42,760, and the other level which will be acting as a resistance will be 43,143 to 42,934. And just for your information, these levels are for medium term. This could be for the short term, but this band, this entire resistance band which I just shared with you, is for medium term. And one more thing which we need to understand is this is the first high, this is the low, this is the first low, this is the second high, and we can see that the second high has been a lower high. Now you can see this particular low is higher than the previous low. So what is happening is the range is getting smaller and smaller, basically nothing else. It is consolidation. So once I think we close above these couple of resistances and we head for a breakout, only then we will be able to judge that, all right, it seems now it is a bottom and we have given a breakout in the Bank Nifty charts. PSU banking chart. In PSU banking chart, I would continue to believe very, very firmly that I'm certainly not interested as a positional trader to park my money in PSU banks, but as a swing trader, as a short-term trader, I don't mind, because this has been the support band, more or less. You can see the coordinates are 4283 to 4224, and only one day you can see the price closed below it, and immediately from the second day onwards we started going up. So this is sort of a false breakdown, all right, just a small false breakdown, but where I think bears have been trapped. And three stocks from my side: Bank of Baroda. This is the first stock, Bank of Baroda. Other one would be Canara Bank. These two stocks are looking very good for a swing trade. SBI is also looking fine, no doubt about that. But if you ask me personally, then I would say Bank of Baroda and Canara Bank, somehow they are looking better than the other two stocks. All right. But again, just to repeat that these are only for swing trades, not for positional trades. Let's have a look at the private banking pack. Private banking pack, again, the same thing. You can see things are getting narrower and just consolidation is happening, and price is trading at a support. Similar sort of chart patterns are visible. Again, we can see three hammers back to back, and we do have a positive divergence. You can see we have a lower low and a higher low in RSI. So this is a positive divergence. And from my side, I would suggest three stocks. One is the HDFC Bank, which is looking pretty decent. Not that great, but it's looking okay for a swing trade. The second one will be the IndusInd Bank. IndusInd Bank is consolidating, but it could start going up any moment. And the third one would be Federal Bank. Federal Bank is looking pretty good as a swing trade. You can see the upside momentum over here, especially on the last Friday. All right. Metal pack. Metal pack, I don't think it's necessary from my side to talk about any stock. I think all the stocks, whether it is Tata Steel, whether it is Tata Steel or JSW Steel or Jindal Steel, Hindalco, I think all the stocks are looking phenomenal. The entire sector is looking bullish. SAIL was pretty much a laggard, I think, especially when this correction happened. But suddenly, after this scandal, things have started to get better. And even in the weekly time frame chart, you can see prices are trading in the above the dual moving averages. So things are improving for SAIL also. So as a sector, I think the metal pack is one of the most stronger sectors right now. All right. And the uptrend might continue slowly and steadily. If I have a look at the auto pack, what has happened is in the auto pack, the prices were consolidating. It corrected in the weekly time frame charts, and you can see this is a support band, right? This is a support band, as previously there was resistance over here, and now the same band is providing support, and from there prices have been able to bounce back. Now we need to understand one thing is, if we have a look at the entire sector, as a sector, what is happening is the Sector is consolidating in the daily time frame chart and even in the weekly time frame chart, more so in the weekly time frame chart. And from that, it's very difficult to decide actually which stock should I pick to go short or long. Now, according to me, there are a couple of stocks which I'll be sharing with you. The first one seems to be the Ashok Leyland over here. So Ashok Leyland is a stock which has been able to give you a breakout somewhere over here by closing above this particular support band, resistance band, I'm sorry. But the level to be surpassed, according to me, on the upside could be somewhere around 153. Once I think we have closed above 153, and especially these two candles, especially this 153, 154 mark, then up move could be possible. And we will need a decent big green candle on the upside, something like this. The second stock from my side could be Mahindra and Mahindra. You can see this particular stock. It has been able to give a decent breakout. It's in an uptrend even in the daily time frame chart. So things are looking pretty decent for this. And I'm talking with a viewpoint of a positional trade. All right. Other stocks as of now like Maruti or Bajaj Auto or all other stocks, I have no view of them. We'll wait and watch for the next week and then I'll try to comment on them. IT pack in the weekly time frame chart, it's looking weak because it has been falling from the upper level. It came down and now it has given a small bounce back. Now, what is happening actually in the monthly time frame chart? In monthly time frame chart, things are they're okay. They're not great. They're not very bad. Only a consolidation is going on, which might probably continue for some time more. So in IT pack, I would suggest as a trader, please trade stock specific or else don't trade in IT pack at all. Trade stock specific because what is happening is there are a couple of stocks which are suddenly outperforming a stock like TCS, which I believe closing above 3450, sorry, not 3450, above 33, 3410. Closing above 3410 will lead to a pretty decent rally on the upside. And HCL Tech close above 1100 levels because there is a small band over here. You can see this band is a resistance band due to the gap. So once we have a decent big green candle on the upside, we'll be able to see a decent rally on the upside. And apart from these two stocks, all other stocks are not performing. So I think in IT pack, it will be good if we just remain stock specific rather than remaining sector specific. Okay, let's continue with the finance pack now. As a sectoral chart, I can say that overall in the weekly time frame chart, finance pack is consolidating. But the two main stocks, Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv, both of them have been performing really badly, really badly. You can see the way they have been correcting. But within this sector, I have been able to find out one stock, Manappuram Finance. Okay. Manappuram Finance, it has been able to give a breakout within this last three candles and it is consolidating. So according to me, if this overall trend sustains, then a slow and steady uptrend will continue on the upside in this particular stock. And one another stock is for the swing trade is PFC, Power Finance Corporation. This is a pretty decent, strong trending stock, which in comparison to other power sector stocks, this one has corrected less and it has been able to rally. So according to me, at this level, it has been trading at a decent support and a bounce on the upside is probable. Again, with a viewpoint of a swing trade, this is just that the price is trading at a support, but for a breakout, you will have to use your shorter term time frame charts with a proper stop loss and target. Pharma pack, I would not like to, dwell into the sectoral chart. I would straight away go to one stock, which is Sun Pharma, which is looking nice. And it has been able to, sustain above this particular support band. And it has been going higher. So according to me, this stock, any sort of dip probably on the downside will result into a decent swing trade on the upside. Overall stock is looking very good. Realty pack, well, if you look at the weekly time frame chart, prices are just going up and down. Recently there was a very sharp bounce back somewhere. I think over here I had mentioned, or maybe on this day, that a sharp bounce back will be possible. A sharp bounce back did came, and from here I had commented that it is looking a good sector for a swing short, but somehow things are not working out and the prices are not falling. Consolidation is going on. So basically, you can say the biasness is still on the downside, but until and unless price doesn't say the same thing to you, that I'm trying to go down and I'll be hitting the lower levels, there is no point of stressing that. If you just have a look, a stock like DLF, which was looking pretty weak somewhere in this region, has suddenly be able to bounce back. Well, till the time I think DLF is within this region, a chance of a bounce and again a sell off, short-term sell-off will still be open. But to go higher, I think it will need to close above this band of, you can say 395 to this 381. This entire band will act as a resistance for DLF. All right. FMCG pack. FMCG pack as a sector, I think in the monthly time frame chart, I can say overall trend is up. I think it's just trying to retrace little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. And in the weekly time frame charts, you can see that this was a rally. Prices are coming down very slowly, steadily. Momentum is low, and so is same picture is visible even in the daily time frame chart. If I open ITC, which is the king of the FMCG pack, what is visible is that ITC is also consolidating in the medium term. It is trading at a very, very good support, very strong support. Close below, a weekly close below this support will result into a short-term correction probably on the downside at 315 if we close below this recent low. But if we do not close below this recent low, and if we bounce back, then it is pretty much probable, because we are trading at a very, very strong support. Very, very strong support, I should say. And the last candle is a high wave candle. So we'll have to wait and watch and see how prices react in the next week. Only then we'll be able to decide about it. All right. Hindustan Unilever. Hindustan Unilever, I think in the weekly time frame chart, the trend is up. Things are looking okay, but momentum, which was initially, it was very, very high in the last, you can see first, second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Apart from this 5 candles, you can see these 3 candles, they were extremely with high momentum, and suddenly the momentum has vanished. But recently over here, I can say that prices have come down and now they are trying to, outperform. So a close is needed above a particular level for the prices to go higher, and that price could be somewhere around 2655 or 2657. Once we have a close above this, then slow and steady rally on the upside is possible in Hindustan Unilever. Consumer pack. Consumer pack, according to me, is consolidating in the weekly time frame chart. In the daily time frame chart, what we can see is that it has been able to break down a support. After breaking the support, it did bounce back and it did find resistance at a resistance band. Now we can see recently there are 2 small hammers which are visible over here. So in case if we bounce back, I would just like to highlight this point a little bit more clearly to you. If we bounce back from here, this is the resistance band, 7585, a short-term resistance, and slightly bigger one is 7640. So again, if we come over here within few days, we will find a decent chance of swing shorts trade in the consumer pack. All right. And in infra pack, according to me, I think entire sector is just consolidating. I would not like to do anything. I would just like to wait on the sidelines, and probably in the next week or maybe after that, I will have a directional view on this particular sector. As of now, it is just visible that the trend is flat, but we are trading at a support. So we are out of danger, but there is no momentum visible over here. All right. Mid caps. Mid caps, again, they are consolidating very badly. Making money in this sort of market is not a good idea. Couple of last candles are hammers, but just because we have a hammer, this is not a sign that we should be happy. Some sort of upside momentum, it should come. Probably some important levels should be broken out on the upside. only then we will be able to decide that a strong rally will be coming up or not. All right. So I hope this entire video was useful for you. Just to remind you that these are the early days, these are the early signs where probably few candles, maybe a divergence is saying to us that maybe there is a chance that the downside momentum is vanning out, it's getting weaker, and maybe an upside momentum might start. Again, I'm using the word might. Please don't be aggressive if you're initiating any long trades. Keep on continuing trading with 50% position sizing only, not more than that. Once I think we surpass some important resistance, and then when you see that whatever long positions you have initiated in the last few weeks, all of them are fruitful, all of them are making money. So I think when you're trading positions itself, when they start making money, there is no other evidence required. Then probably now is the time that now we need to scale up and come back to the normal position sizing. All right. So I hope this video has helped you to understand how markets will move in the next few weeks. Trade safely, trade wisely. Thank you.